Hi friends, I'm Abby and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you all of the books that I have picked up in the past couple of months. And it's not too bad, I don't think. I've got two little piles here. So I thought I would start off by just mentioning the few books that I picked up on my Kindle. So I have picked up The Sword of Kaigan, which is on Kindle Unlimited, and I will be reading this for the Shelf Space Book Club pick for November, so I need to get to this. I believe I'm going to get to it later on this week. So, one. I have also picked up the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix, the H.P. Lovecraft Complete Guide, which I picked up for my taste test of Alan, and I read Call of Cthulhu. Don't think I'm going to read any more from there. I also picked up Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. It was 99p, I couldn't say no. And I picked up The Switch by Beth O'Leary, again 99p, I couldn't say no. So those are the few books that I've picked up recently on my Kindle. The only one that I've read is the Lovecraft novella, but I will hopefully get to the rest of them very soon. So that's the Kindle. And then I have a few books that I've picked up myself. So from the charity shop, I have picked up Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuvel, and I believe this is a sci-fi where a girl finds like a robot hand, an alien hand as a child, and then as an adult she goes about like trying to understand where the different pieces of this robot alien come from and everything. I believe it's told in it's got an interesting format to it, so it's got interview style formatting. I've heard very good things about this book. Also from the charity shop I found an arc of The Court of Miracles by Kester Grant, and I think this is like a Les Mis inspired fantasy story, and I love everything about France. I love France. I speak French, so like, you say French inspired fantasy, and I'm like, oh yes, sign me up, I'm here. I can't turn down like newly released books in the charity shop. I just can't. But the charity shop is now closed, so I can't find any more deals there, unfortunately. And then I have a selection of books that I picked up full price. So again, for the reading like Alan, I picked up Traitor's Blade by Sébastien de Castell, and I have read this one and it was fine. But this is the first book in the Greatcoat series, which follows a group of men, and the king has been murdered, and they were like the king's bodyguards or the king's army, and now they're just shunned by society, and it's in a world where the nobles are corrupt and just horrible people, and they're going around trying to like bring back justice. I don't know if I will continue with the series. I'm very on the fence with it, but I picked up Where Dreams Descend by Jenna Angeles, and I just fell down a Greatest Showman rabbit hole and just had to read everything circus, carnival like. I had to watch the film, I had to listen to the music. I don't know, it came over me, and I just needed to be in the world of The Greatest Showman. And as I'd heard that this book is The Greatest Showman in written format, I just had to buy it and read it. And I then picked up The Devil in the Dark Water by Stuart Turton, and this is the most beautiful book probably the most beautiful book that I own. It's just absolutely stunning, and I have a full review for this which I can link. And this is a murder mystery thriller set on the high seas during the 1600s, following like a detective duo as they try and solve the crime aboard the ship, and you just don't know if it's supernatural or if it's real, and it's just such a great like mystery. It's just it just kept me guessing the whole time of whether it was real or supernatural. And I also picked up A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, and it's just far too short for like what it is. Like, I was expecting like this massive, I don't know, not a massive, but like 500-600 pages of this Gothic school, and it just was over. But this follows our main character Elle, and she is in a magic school where there are no teachers and the aim is just to survive, and there are monsters just out to get all of the students, and it's either die or graduate. Those are the only options. But I will talk about this in my wrap up. And then I also picked up The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This may be the most beautiful book that I own because it is just absolutely stunning. And the end pages and the blue edges. I love, love, love this book. But very happy to have picked this up recently, and I am obsessed with this one. This is one that it's going to have to be like pride of place. I love it so much. Like, it's so precious. And then, I can't believe it, but you've been sending me books, and I can't believe that I actually have a little pile here of books that have been sent to me by you, and I'm so thankful for this pile of books that have come from you, and I will be making my way through all of these over the next few months because these are all books from my wish list that I'm so excited about, and just thank you. The lovely Charmaine from the Shelf Space Discord, she is also travelling through books on Instagram, so I will put that here, and I hope she creates her booktube channel. She is there, she's ready. Charmaine, you can do it. And she sent me Legend Born by Tracy Dion, and this is like a King Arthur inspired YA fantasy, and I love King Arthur. Like, you know the TV show King Arthur? I went and visited that castle in France. My sister was obsessed with it. We did this like whole Cornwall holiday back in 2014, and we literally went around Cornwall going to all the King Arthur sites because she was obsessed, and we went to the castle, which is just outside Paris. We didn't like go there specifically, like we didn't do a whole holiday planned around this. It was just, we were in Paris and we thought, well, we might as well go there, and it's so interesting, like the Knights of the Round Table, and that TV show was just amazing.
Merlin is a wonder, but the wonder is that he's such an idiot.
There must be another Arthur, because this one's an idiot.
He's trying to get rid of me, and if you weren't such a clock pole, you'd see that.
Oh, what?
So I'm really excited to get to this, and I just saw the TJ's October wrap up, and they talked about how good this book is, and now I really want to get to it. So, Legend Born, and then Ina, she sent me A Time of Dread by John Gwynne and A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I am currently reading this one and I'm obsessed, and she knows I'm completely obsessed because I'm messaging her like every day to tell her where I'm up to and how obsessed I am. And then we will look to buddy read A Time of Dread next year, which is John Gwynne's newest series. I read and adored the Malice series by him, and I read that earlier this year, and I just like pretty much binged the whole series, but I have yet to pick up his other trilogy, so we have said that we will pick this up together next year, and I'm really excited because I love John Gwynne. So thank you. Oh, and a similar, like, Vish from Books with V, I will link her channel down below, sent me From Blood and Ash, which I adored. So I am obsessed with this series, and I'm so thankful, Vish, that you sent this to me because it meant that I picked it up, and now I'm like so obsessed with this series. And Vish, you have to read this now. You've made me read it, so now you have to read it. You have no choice, Vish, you have to read this book. So it's a fantasy romance series. I will link my gush of this down below, and Sharon, if she has created her YouTube channel, then I will link that down below. But Sharon, you can do it. I have faith in you. Like, please go create your channel. I know you, like, it will happen, I'm sure. I'm so excited to watch your videos when you do post. And I will subscribe straight away, I promise. And she sent me The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller, and we will be looking to buddy read this next year. She's part of the Shelf Space Discord, and I believe this is a standalone with like a Hufflepuff Slytherin romance, and that's just that dynamic makes me really, really excited. So hopefully we both end up loving this. Michael, bless him, he has been telling me that he loves, well, he is obsessed with Addie LaRue. He absolutely loves Addie. And so do I. And then his other favourite book is Anxious People. And he keeps going on about them both. And I've asked him, Michael, what's your favourite? Is it Addie LaRue or is it Anxious People? And he can't give me an answer. And so even though it's not really like my sort of genre, he has sent me Anxious People by Frederick Backman. And I will give this a go, Michael. I will. I will try my best to read a non-fantasy book. I mean, I'll probably be reading going, where's the magic? But I've heard from Michael and from Mare at Mare Reads that I know that this is Mare's favourite book. It's her favourite author. She loves everything that Frederick Backman has ever written. So I will try and give this a go. I'm not sure when, but I will give this a go for you both, because I know how much you like it. But thank you, Michael, for sending this to me. And then finally, I was sent The House in the Cerulean Sea by Katrina, who is also part of the Shelf Space Discord. And I plan to get to this later on this month, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've heard it's like a hug in book format, and I'm ready to be like hugged. I mean, it's lockdown 2.0 here. I need a hug. The weather is really grey outside. I need a hug. A fantasy hug. It just sounds perfect. And I hope I've not hyped this up too much in my head, but I really hope that I love this book. So thank you so much, Katrina, for sending this to me. And I honestly cannot believe, like, every time I get the notification saying you've got a package, and I'm like, I've not ordered a package. What's going on? I cannot believe that any of you have sent me books. It's so, oh my God, it just makes me like so happy, and just, like, none of you ever have to send me books. I cannot believe that some of you have, and oh, wow. Oh, this community is just amazing. You are all amazing. I hope you all have the best day. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye!